waiting patiently. We're back to continue with the questions. We were on question number C, which says compare the median traveling time of the girls with that of the boys. So as we look at the median of the girls and also the median of the boys, we said the median of the girls gave us what number? The median line is here. So it's 12. The median of the girls was 12, and the median for the boys were 26. So now you can compare median for the girls. Median in terms of girls was 12, and the median in terms of boys was 26. So when you are comparing, you can see that the boys have got more, has got bigger median than the girls. I think it's about more than twice of the girls. The boys have got the median that is more than twice of the girls. So that is what you can see. Unless you have something else to say, which is making sense, then we can also mark it for you. So when you look at the two graphs, you can see the boys' median is bigger than that of the girls' median. And as I'm looking at it, 12 as compared to 26, you can get more than twice of that of the girls for the boys. So that's how the comparison ends. Now let's go down and look at other questions. Which is true or false. Now the question says true or false. So you are supposed to choose one of the options. It says half of the girls takes less than 12 minutes to get to school, while half of the boys take more than 26 minutes to go to school. You can choose one of these answers, which is true or false. You can choose one of these two answers after you have gone to revisit the graph, and then you can comment about that. So it's half of the girls take less than. So it is say girls takes less than 12 minutes to reach school, whilst the boys takes more than 26 minutes to reach school. So now we can go to the box and the whisker and check if that is true. So now the answer here, we are looking at the median traveling time for the boys. Oh, we talk about that. Question D. Let's look at question number D. In question number D, we're saying that the answer is true. The answer is true. While we can check it from the graph, the girls takes less than 12 minutes to get to school. Less than 12 minutes means from the minimum value to the median, they took less than 12 minutes because the median was 12. So the median traveling time was 12. That means 50% of the data is below the median. 50% of the data for these girls is below the median. From the median to the left is 50%. Remember, the spread of the data is in 4 parts. From the minimum value to the lower quartile, that arm there, it represents 25% of the spread of the data. And then from that arm, which is the lower quartile to the median, is also 25%. So that gives you 50%. The median represents 50% of the data. So from the median to the upper quartile also is another 25% of the spread of the data. And from the upper quartile to the maximum value is also another 25%, giving you 100% in the analysis. So it tells you that the girls takes less than 12 minutes to get to the school, so it means it's true. And the boys also take more than 26 minutes. Now from the median to the maximum value, 25, 26 is the median. So the boys it's true also that they take more than 26 minutes to get to the school, because it's also talking about 50% of the data above the median. 50% of the data above the median. So that is also true. Now let's go and look at question number E. Question number E, what did they ask? Then we come back to the answer. It says true or false. About 10% of the boys take more than 37 minutes to get to the school. 10% of the boys. So question number E, it says 10% of the boys takes more than 37 minutes. When I use greater than symbol, it simply means more than 37 minutes to get to the school. Now let's go to our solution and check if that is true using this E. The same box and whisker diagrams are drawn. Now the question talks about 10% of the boys takes more than 37 minutes. So now we will have to look for 37 minutes. The graph here is representing minutes. The number line is representing minutes in which the girls and boys takes to reach the school. So when we are looking for 37, from here we have 35, 36, 37. Now when we are in 37, it's like we are more than the upper quartile. That means we have entered into going to the maximum value, which gives you the whisker. In that case, we cannot say it's 10% because it's more than 10% now. So we can't say 10% of the boys takes. From the upper quartile here to the maximum value represents 25% of the data spread. It is not 10%. So boys and girls, you must take note of the analysis. From the upper quartile to the maximum value represents 25%. So this means this represents 25% of the data, not 10%. So here, 10% of the boys takes more than 37 minutes is false. The answer is false. They could have said 25% of the boys takes more than 37 minutes. Then the answer was going to be true. Because when you look for 37, 37 is 35, 36, 37. It enters here. From here is 25% in terms of the analysis. It's not 10%. So let's take note. Now, the next question. Let's go to the next question again. The next question, true or false, says the mean time of the girls to get to school is 10 minutes. The mean time for the girls to get to school is 10 minutes. The mean time for the girls to get to school is 10 minutes. True or false? So we are looking at the mean time for girls is 10 minutes. That is the question, true or false. So you choose one. But then you don't just choose. You go to the diagram for that question and say whether it is true or false. So now let's see. The mean time for the girls to get to school is 10 minutes. Now let's look at it from the median, and then we can see how it is going. We are saying the answer is false. The reason is that the data for the girls is positively skewed. The data for the girls is what? Positively skewed. When we have a positively skewed data, that means the graph is skewed to the right. When we say positively skewed simply means on the shape is something like this. That means you have your median somewhere here, and then this side is the biggest side, which is the right side, and the left side of the box. So you can see that on the girl side of the box, the graph is skewed to the right, so it is positively skewed. Therefore, the answer is that the mean time for the girls to take to get to school, which is 10 minutes, is false. because it's positively skewed. And that means mean is greater than the median. When the graph is positively skewed, we mean mean is greater than the median. The mean is greater than the median. Then we have a positively skewed. Positively skewed. Positively skewed graph. So then the answer is false. So when they ask you those type of questions, you should always compare the mean and the median, or you check about the skewness of the graph. Now this takes us to also try to find what does it mean to interpret the skewness of the graph. So without wasting much time, boys and girls, let's go straight and check how do we interpret the box and the whisker diagram when they ask you to comment about the skewness of the spread of the data. Now we have three reasons that normally we use, but in your exams you are not going to draw these diagrams. It's just to explain to you how the skewness is going. Now if the data is concentrated in the center, let's say you have a graph that is concentrated in the center. In this case, let me take you to this diagram here for this one. Let's say you draw a box and whisker diagram and you got this. You can see the box has been divided into two, and then it is separated with the median in the middle. So you will look at the box and see how the shape is. The left-hand side of the box is almost equal to the right-hand side of the box. In that case, we say it is symmetrical. It is what? Symmetrical in terms of giving reasons to define your box and whisker. When they ask you to talk about the skewness of the graph, when the median is in between the two boxes, the box has been divided into two, left and the right, and the median is almost dividing the box into two, then we say it is symmetrical. That is how you write it. So when you see a symmetrical shape, I have my box like this. When I divide it into two, you may not see whether the right hand side is big or the left hand side is big. So in this case, we say it is what? Symmetrical. When they ask you to comment on the box and the whisker, you say it is symmetrical. Now let's look at this one in the middle here. Now the box has been divided into two, but then now it is divided into two using the median. Now you can see that the box, the two sides of the box are not the same. The left side is smaller than the right side. So you can see that the data is spread out positively. It's spread out positively, more to the right. So here you can say the graph is skewed to the right. Is skewed to the right because the right side has got more data spread out than the left side. So we say it's skewed to the right or positively skewed. That is the reason you give. Always look at the box and look at how it has been divided into two. And always focus on the bigger side of the box. That's another trick. So now when we come here to this last graph that we are seeing here, you can see the box is given. The median separates the two sides of the box, which is the left and the right. Now one can say on my left side, which is from the median, is the biggest one. So it means the data is moving towards the left side more than the right side. In that case, you say it is skewed to the left or negatively skewed. Or negatively skewed. So that is how you interpret the box and the whisker diagram in terms of the skewness of the graph. I believe you have understood the concept, and if you have any questions to ask, don't hesitate to type it in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates as you are moving towards your matric exams, because I'm going to deal with facts, and you are going to enjoy mathematics and love it. Thank you for coming to watch our YouTube channel. We love you. Bye. See you next time.